Today, I'm going to be talking about the Crusades. Now, what were the Crusades? The Crusades were a series of religious wars between the Christians and the Muslims for the control of the holy city of Jerusalem. I'm going to be starting with the First Crusade. The First Crusade all started when the Byzantine Emperor Alexius I called on Pope Urban II for military aid because the Seljuk Turks were taking territory from his empire. Pope Urban II answered his call. He called on common people and nobles alike to take up arms and take back the holy city of Jerusalem. And people listened. There were many different groups of crusaders. One group, led by popular preacher Peter the Hermit, went out too early and were crushed by Muslim defenders. But the main crusader armies were led by Raymond of St. Gilles, Godfrey of Bouillon, Hugh of Vermandois, and Bohemond of Taranto. The crusaders set out and eventually they came upon Constantinople. The Byzantine Emperor, Alexius I, made them swear loyalty in return for the food supplies near Constantinople. The Crusaders marched on for a long time until they reached the ancient city of Nicaea. They laid siege to it until the Byzantines convinced the defenders to surrender. It was the first city captured by the Crusaders. They again marched on until they reached the rich city of Antioch. It was in a very strategic position, so the Crusaders needed to capture it. They laid siege to it for a long time, but it didn't work. Crusaders were beginning to starve until the Crusader generals paid a guard inside the city to let them in. They eventually captured Antioch, the second city under Crusader control. The Crusaders then came upon the final prize, the holy city of Jerusalem. They cut down trees and started to build siege engines such as battering rams, siege towers, and ladders. They broke down the city's gates, scaled the walls, and soon Jerusalem was in the control of the Crusaders. Once inside, they slaughtered every single Muslim and Jew inside, numbering 30,000. In total, there were 8 crusades. But the First Crusade was the only successful one at capturing Jerusalem. Thanks for watching.